Can you, for the sake of the listeners, explain Stoicism? We've mentioned it a few times, but just kind of like a base tenet of it. When you hear it, because a lot of
Sure.
people are like, "Yeah, I think I've heard that before. I know I've heard this person is Stoic or whatever," but they may not quite be understanding the definition of it. Can you kind of give us a
Sure.
little insight?
And I'm sure I'll butcher it. I don't know the exact definition off the top of my head, but essentially, Stoicism is understanding your emotions and not letting your emotions get in the way of your actions. Essentially, you want to be able to control your actions, not let your emotions get the best of you, not lash out on people, not outwardly display your disgust or anger or feelings. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, Stoicism, that just kind of sounds like you're, might as well be dead. You don't have any emotions." But that's hardly the case. I think it's kind of just it's understanding, it's on a deep level, your emotions and understanding how to handle those emotions and what you need to do, whether it be getting help, talking to people, reading a book, working out, whatever, to project those emotions somewhere else and to get them under control, so you're not always in an angry and dark place.
You're absolutely right. And, I think there's a huge difference because you're right. A lot of people have that, well, you're pretty much dead because you're not showing any emotion. There's a
Yeah.
huge difference between no emotion and having strong emotion and having the ability to control it. And what we have a lot of times right now in society, it seems like in general, is a lack of self-control. We see the worst of it in the social media world and in some of the other things that are going on. So I think that's one reason why Stoicism is resonating so much with people right now, because it's something we've kind of lost. We've lost things like discipline. We've lost things like self-control. It's one thing to be the strongest guy in the room, and that's normally the guy that doesn't have to run his mouth. It's not the barky dog. The
Yeah.
guy that is running his mouth, as you know, being in the military, is usually the one that's going to get punched in the nose and hit the ground, and you're going to drag him out of the bar.
Absolutely. And one of my biggest takeaways probably is not letting outside influences affect, if it's out of my control, if something happens to me, oh, I have to show up 30 minutes or I have to stay after work for an extra hour or two. That's out of my control. I can't control that. I have to do it. Why be mad about it? I shouldn't be mad about things that I can't control. I should just press on, move forward, and do what I was born to do, essentially, which is work and be happy and spread a positive message.
Yeah, because another takeaway is exactly what you just said. We can't always control the things around us. In fact, normally we can't control the things around us, but we can control ourselves. And if we learn that, it can be life-changing in and of itself.
Oh, absolutely. And frankly, the job I do now, um, I work for the Marshal Service as a contractor. I basically just do transport prisoners and courtroom security. So I deal with a lot of federal inmates. And I think Stoicism, even in that realm, I mean, if you're in law enforcement and you're dealing with somebody who is mad at you and wants to call you names, which happens all the time, I'm sure you've
Oh
had it
yeah.
happen daily, probably. But Stoicism, definitely that philosophy is gonna help you with that, because it's like, whatever, people feel the way they feel. Don't let it get to you. It's You have your feelings, they have theirs. Move on with your day. Who cares?